Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My channel is all about living and working in Qatar. Now I haven't uploaded a video for quite a while. It's been a year to be exact. Now I've taken a break to focus on some other aspects of my life, but I've always been thinking about getting back into making content again. And I figured now is as good a time as any to get back into the content creation sphere. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what life is like in Qatar right now. Now, if you've been watching the news recently, you'll probably know that there's a lot of things happening in the region right now. And naturally, a lot of people have been asking me what life is actually like here in Qatar. And that's what I'm going to try to explain to you in this video today. So I wanted to give you a real honest glimpse into what life is like here in Qatar, what has changed, what is still the same, and how people are feeling. Now, to be completely real with you, the day-to-day life in Qatar is still very calm and normal. Now, I want to highlight, as of the recording of this video, it's exactly 30 days since the conflict has started here in the region. Now, for the first 2 weeks, you could hear missiles and drones being intercepted almost every few hours. So that was really alarming. Now, where we are staying in Qatar, you can actually hear the missiles and drones being intercepted overhead. And even though over the last few weeks, hundreds of drones and missiles were intercepted, honestly, the level of safety and security that we are experiencing here in Qatar as residents, it's only due to the amazing and well-trained Qatar Armed Forces. And there were periods where you could see these attack choppers flying overhead. Of course, we don't know what they were doing. Were they chasing drones? Were they intercepting missiles? But it was honestly just a cool thing to see, and knowing that these guys are working tirelessly around the clock to keep us safe gives us that feeling of security and safety while living here in Qatar. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be real. With all the rockets flying overhead, with all the interceptions that I've seen with my own eyes, I still feel safer here than I do in my own country, which is South Africa. So alhamdulillah, after 30 days of this conflict, there's no deaths that's been reported here in Qatar. There's been some minor injuries with some fallen debris, and that's even a miracle considering the number of drones and missiles that were intercepted. So towards the end there in the park, I started losing a lot of light. So I decided to shoot the rest of the video inside of the apartment, as you can see by the change of environment. During the first 2 weeks since the conflict started, as you can imagine, cafes, restaurants, the mall, they were pretty empty. The kids stopped going to school as well. Now though, there's a slow sense of normality coming back. The schools just recently opened up. Cafes and restaurants are slowly filling up as well, and you're starting to see people going back to the malls. Now, it's worth highlighting that the business levels are definitely not the same as pre-conflict. And another change that I've noticed, people are a lot more tuned in to the news. They're checking for updates, and it's evident when talking to friends and family. There's definitely a sense of staying informed, but not panicking. I know some people tend to panic, but in general, people don't come across as too stressed out and overwhelmed with anxiety because of what's happening. And I think that's something that's super important and often overlooked about life here in Qatar. There's a strong sense of stability and trust in how things are managed. What also really stood out to me is how people choose to respond. There's a lot of focus on staying grounded, spending time with family, continuing routines, and just appreciating normal life. Moments like evening walks, grabbing karakter with your friends or your family. And one thing I realized, it's super important to stay informed, but it's more important to stay present. And if you're watching this outside of Qatar and you're wondering how things are, life is going on, people are okay, there's this quiet sense of resilience here. And of course, everybody's hoping for peace and stability in the region. And I think truly that is something we all share. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I really appreciate you staying until the end. And if you did find value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.